Okay, true story. Right after spending the past year of my life on again, off again with a man I very much hoped and thought was going to end up being my husband, I've decided that I am officially ready to settle. But not for him. I'm settling on the idea that I'm going to die alone.
Thank you, Jesus!
Because I have essentially tried everything with you men and I just can't win, okay? I have tried dating different types. I've tried dating outside of my tax bracket, whether it be dating up or dating down. I've dated for love. I've dated for money. I've tried lowering my standards, my expectations. I've tried being submissive, and absolutely none of it works.
Please stand by while I look for some funks to give. Sorry, couldn't find any funks to give.
Dismissed.
None of you men
Dismissed!
Our emotional intelligence is way stronger, so we actually have the ability and capacity to just like do more. And guys are just more simple-minded and dumber.
England is 6 hours ahead of America. Why can't they just tell us the future?
What?
If there's 10 billion people on Earth and Elon Musk has $200 billion, can't he just give each person $1 billion? And here's the twist. He will still have $190 billion left over. Isn't that concerning?
Girl math, over 9,000. Brain, not even once.
Women have more brain cells than men.
Needs a donor daddy when you have a real daddy. I did a gender reveal and then I find out I'm pregnant. Like a little backwards, but it works. But you did it.
You did it.
We don't have to do it again.
Unbelievable, thank God.
A few moments later.
Today I walked away from my marriage and I left my husband. Not everything you see on social media is the truth, and it's been a really long, hard battle of trying to make things work, and I can only take so much emotional and verbal and psychological neglect.
Neglect, you say? Sweetie, I'm curious. Before you dumped all of your emotions on him and he didn't react by blowing smoke up your thermal exhaust port, has the thought ever crossed your mind that your husband was also trying to work through his emotions about being a dad?
No. I have to start thinking about my future child and protecting her as well.
And you're gonna protect her by depriving her of her father.
Women have more brain cells than men.
And obviously I'm really upset. I asked for prayers and I asked for peace and kindness.
So sorry. Here at Toxic Male Incorporated, we don't deal in that kind of stuff. But we do believe being a single mom is bad for the child and the mom.
I paid $30,000 to be a single mom by choice before meeting my husband. I had 3 embryos already in storage that I could have used. I had no reason to marry my husband solely besides I loved him to death.
Yeah, and that might actually be true. Not saying it isn't. Or maybe, since she was already set on being a single mom, she decided to get married and have a kid with her husband just so she could have access to child support.
Man, that's messed up.
Of course, I'm just speculating, but what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section.
By now, you've probably seen and heard a lot of this discourse about the bear situation. If a woman is in the woods, would she much rather come across a bear or a man? And most women choose a bear.
That's stupid!
The idea that there are so many men who are angered by the fact that women would choose a bear, to me, proves the point. How quickly they invalidate a woman's experience. These men and some misguided women are out here saying, oh, so you really in fear of men all the time? Yes. You don't know that? You don't know that that's why we decide to jog during the day and not at night? That's why we have the pepper spray on our keychain. That's why we go places in groups. That's why we don't like talking to random men at night in parking lots. That's why we don't like to give men our phone numbers. That's why we check under the beds when we get into hotel rooms and we check the shower.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Sweetie, if you think men are more dangerous to women than bears, then I got a question for you. Who's more dangerous to children, men or women?
So if we look at this report here for child mistreatment, under child abuse and neglect, mothers commit far more than fathers do. Actually, more than double. And that doesn't even include the child fatalities, which also are pretty staggering.
Sweetie, sit down and shut up.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.